Greetings, everyone. Happy Sunday to you. How is everybody doing? Wow, I've got 5 people in here. There is this little gnat in my basement that is driving me insane. It's one little bug that keeps flying around my face. So if I do this, it's the gnat. Maybe it's from my tree. Just saying. How is everybody today? I hope you had a wonderful Sunday morning thus far. I thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. We are finishing the book of James, the little tiny book of James, the 3 1/3 pages of James. Let me open up to James. Got my notes here from the week. I'm finishing off some things that I thought I wanted to bullet point and emphasize, shall we say. Let's see who is all in here. Who is in the comments? Holy cow, there's a lot of people in here. Hi to Lil62219. Hello, welcome, and thank you for coming on. New member. What? Terry, my friend. I became a new member. She says, I come and go on memberships. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you belonging to my channel, Terry. I appreciate you just being my friend, Terry. Thank you so much. Hugs and kisses to you. Girl, I am 65 years old and on a budget, looking to retire. I'm like a little squirrel collecting all the little nuts right now, stockpiling them. Though I am going to only work a 40-hour work week this week. I don't know, but I will let you guys know more. Terry knows. Terry knows the secret today. A girl in the picture looks like Ashton Kutcher's wife. Does she really? Let's see the little picture again. Let's go back to the picture. That's so small. I guess you're right. She has the bangs and the dark hair and everything. Very cute. You're so observant, Terry. You so much are. Well, hello to you, Lynn, the keto kitty, my friend. Yay, Lynn. And here's Wendy, the feral grandma. Hello, Wendy. Hi, how are you? Dina. Good afternoon to you, young lady. I hope your birthday week was fabulous. Did you ever get that foot massage? Just saying, because us girls, we gotta cover each other's backs. If you know, you know. Say hello to everybody. Hi, Linda McDaniel. How are you? Thank you for hopping on today. Thank you all for being in here. Everybody, keep continuing. Wow, holy cow! There's so many people in here. I wasn't even on beforehand. All I did was turn on the timer and sat down. Let's go, I said. I was brushing my teeth. Everybody say hello to everybody. Good afternoon, Wisecracker. Pink hand waving. I love it. Thank you for being here, Wisecracker. More hellos. Hello and hello to everybody. I appreciate you all being here. No, but it was a good day. Well, as long as it was a good day. I know I was teasing Brian about it. Tee-hee. Excellent. I will give a little message at the end, which pertains to you, young lady, so stay tuned. Here goes. Oh, we have one more message here. Oh, no, we don't. Never mind. One was there and it went away. I don't know. Being technology, we fail in so many things. Well, I want to close with the book of James because I think everybody was thinking, oh no, book of James, this is so much doom and gloom, so much stuff. It's just too heavy. The 3 1/3 pages is too heavy of a subject to tackle, but I looked at it like, it's small for me. It's only 3 pages. I know there's smaller in the Bible. And I want to do happier things. Maybe I'm thinking about, I don't know, Corinthians next time. But it's just a thought. I'm thinking out loud. because I read Corinthians today, and that's what made me go in that direction when I asked God for guidance. So I just look at everything in the book of James, in life in general, as a good gift. Every good gift comes from God the Father. That's in the Bible. Now, we can all trust with our hearts in the gifts that we're given. My life experience, through my life experiences, good and bad, I have wondered, why, God? Why? And, if we're all honest, we all carry some sort of mental list with us. And it may not be all the same for everybody. Every body, like I say, the body is different. All of our minds and all of our hearts are different. And our wants and our needs are different. Some people want tangible, earthly gifts. Some people look for heavenly gifts. Some people look just for a clear mind and a clear spirit as a gift. So I think about this week and what had transpired in my life, personal things. I'm thinking about perhaps meeting with another surgeon upcoming soon. I don't know. Whatever God's will is his will. And I think very simple. Understanding what a surgeon does. A surgeon doesn't cause us pain. They base the cut upon their skill. Yet we are the patients. We do submit to the surgeon. We trust them. We sign the paperwork in the hospital that states hold harmless, correct? We do that as coaches. My clients sign contracts with me to be able to trust me to help them live their best life and do what is best for them. It's not what Jerry's trying to dictate in my clients' lives ever. But do people have that same complete trust with God? James 1:13 through 5 speaks about God not tempting us. Sin equals desire, desire equals sin, and sin ultimately brings death. Deep, I get it. Don't be deceived, James says in 1:16. Do not be deceived. I think about things, stories of the Bible, and readings that I do based on just picking up the Bible, God leading me. The story about the prodigal son, and my eye itches. Must be that bug in my eye. I think about the prodigal son, the son that left his father while the other son stayed behind and took care of the family business. Well, then, when the son came back home, the father had a grand party for the son, while the one son that remained stayed outside, kind of like in a huff. I'm just thinking about some teenagers. I'm thinking about my husband and his family business. I think about a lot of things when I read the Bible because it's my interpretation of it touching me and personally touching me. I know many times in my life where people were disenchanted or disgruntled. They didn't get the job raise that they got. They didn't get the same gift as the other sister for Christmas. How come her doll talks and mine doesn't, kind of thing, disgruntled thing. When there are failures, we do not succumb to them, or we should not succumb to failures. I'm going to talk about my personal failure later in this hour. Hopefully it'll take an hour. James 1 verse 17. Every good or perfect thing comes from God. There's no bad motivation from God ever. However, we do live in a broken world. There's evil forces around us that may influence us, may make us look toward sin, may cause us deception, may sway us, perhaps. The surgeon, again, back to the surgeon, I took another note down. He didn't necessarily cause my illness. The illness is cast upon me, or the medical issue is cast upon me. Once I'm on that table, the surgeon's hands are working towards my healing right now. I'm laid out. The anesthesiologist put me completely out. I have faith that that surgeon is going to go with careful scalpel and careful hands and a clear mind and clear thoughts that everything is going to work out for my benefit. But I'm not aware that God's plan still comes into the picture. The last time I had surgery, all went well until after my recovery, when I had a different spinal injection to knock me out and numb me. It went awry. No one expected it. The medical team had to decide then and there, what are we going to do? Otherwise, this girl is going to be paralyzed. And again, God's grace covers a multitude of things. I don't say everything on YouTube and Facebook, but I experience a lot of things, and I thank God for it all. What were some of the hard gifts that people have given to us? Perhaps it was a mother-in-law, an aunt that did the pinch to us and said, Jerry, you are gaining a little bit of pudge there, young lady. What are you going to do? Maybe it was a teacher that thumped us on the head and said, you know what? For such a pretty person, a good-looking person, you're not as bright as you look. What? Was that a gift? Back in the 60s, they did things a whole lot different. Back in my dad's time in World War II, the guys did and said a lot of things that were way different. Nowadays, if my dad's generation would come back and say things to the, pardon my language, the snowflake generation of today, they would be very taken aback, very hurtful. They'd be on the outside, the prodigal son saying, how dare you, old man, speak to me like that? But they don't realize, while the 18, 19, 22-year-olds are playing their video games, when the World War II guys were up there in fighter jets, bombing and playing, not playing video games, not playing war, they were involved in war. Same thing, completely different. God also brings forth the light. As children, if we went to CCD, in my case, Catholic school, or Bible school, or Bible studies, my son, this little light of mine, I'm not going to get a strike if I sing the whole song. A little bit of light can just cast so much brightness. A mere pinhole of light on a piece of cardboard can illuminate a room, throw that beam of light through a room. God brings forth light to something which was hidden otherwise. Where's my prop? Light brings a mirror to life, because without light, you don't see the reflection in the mirror. That's where true formation begins, I think. This is my interpretation of James and closing this book and talking to you about what I got out of this series that I'm sharing with you. This week it was put the prop down, Jerry. This week we had the eclipse. And when I was younger, I vividly remember this, looking up at the sun, even though my parents told me not to do it. Look up at the sun without my protective goggles or the paper to be able to look at the eclipse. Days turn into night. Night turns into days. Yet God, our Father, remains the same. God, the author of day and light, the starter, the fire starter, if you will, of light and days. We don't know about the darkness until we're in it. Once we're in darkness, well, here's a story. I don't remember if it was the Cave of the Mountains. It was some cave that I went to when my son was very little. And when we got in that cave, the light bearers, the people with the flashlights, the high illumination lights to allow us in the cave to see everything hanging, all the crystals and what have you, they turned off the lights. Of course, the little children gasp in fear. Gasp in fear. And somebody's cell phone went off. No, it was a beeper back in the day. The beeper went off and the light was shining. That little green light on their pager, their beeper that was going off, made the whole dark room illuminate based on a little light. It comes through. We were his intention. James 1:18. You are his decision. I think about the Jews and what they believed in based on real life knowledge, what I know growing up, what I've experienced, what's written in the Torah and in the Bible, Old Testament, that the first fruits always given unto God were the finest. Every Jew knows what was offered to God as the best, the first fruits and the best. Bring forth meat as a sacrifice. It's funny because here I am, 65 years old as a carnivore, and I'm thinking about this, reading the Old Testament in Genesis, when Abel offered his firstborn of the flock. He brought favor to God. Genesis again. It was one day I just felt like reading Genesis. Open up the book and Jerry and just start reading. I have never read sitting down in sequential order the book from start to beginning. Never. Will I ever? I don't know. I have more than enough time until God calls me home. Then I got to Genesis 8 and I took a note down here about Noah. He offered burnt offerings of clean animals that were a pleasing aroma to God. The first barbecue. Think about it. Was that the first meet up? Do you think? Again, Jerry, you just twist that carnivore into every Bible story. Look at Jesus. Oh, shoot, I didn't write it down. I did write it down. John 2, verse 1 through 11. The wedding at Cana, where they ran out of wine at the wedding, and Mother Mary, his mother, Jesus, hey, they're out of wine. They have no wine left over, and we still got a party going on here. Jesus, come on, can you help us out here, son? Do something for us. Well, then Jesus got a little bit with the mama. Okay, mom, really, mom? Jesus, obey your mother. It was Jesus' first miracle. He turned barrels of water into the finest wines, that when the guests got the wine, they thought, wait a second, hold the phone. How come they saved the best wine for the last part of the wedding? It was touched by the hand of God. Jesus turned the water into wine. The first miracle. Then I read in Leviticus. I was pretty much hanging out in the book of, or in the Old Testament, as opposed to any of the books this week. God commanded the Israelite animal offering, calling them food offerings, and speaking of them as a pleasing aroma to Him, to God. Again, the first meetup, Matthew 7, 9 through 11. I reflect on that a lot when I revisited the book of James, Sermon on the Mount. Let me go to Matthew 7 and read that passage. Kleenex in the book. Kleenex in the book today. Matthew 7, verse 7. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives. Yet he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be opened. Or what man of you, if his son asks him for bread, will you give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, are you going to give him a serpent? If you then, who are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things to those who ask him? So whatever you wish that men would do to you, do so to them. For this is the law and the prophets. The law and the prophets in Matthew, they were Jews. They knew the law. They read the Torah. They've gone to temple. They are the disciples of Jesus in the Jewish law, but yet followers of Christ as we are followers of Christ. In my coaching, for example, again, I bring all these things around to carnivore every week now, don't I? I want the best for the other person. I do. I want the best for them. I want what they want, and how can I, me, a mere person that experienced going through the supplements, the multi-level marketing, doing the keto, now doing carnivore, doing extended fasting for so many years. Now I think, as I'm 65, do I continue doing a 16th year? Because sarcopenia is a real thing in our older age. Is this back issue I'm experiencing because of my body? I don't know. I'm relying on the doctors and potentially a surgeon to look into some issues that are not resolving. They're not helping themselves. I had to stop my Hoopa Hoopa series because I think I Hoopa Hoopa hurt myself. I said this today. I didn't bring it up a week and a half, 10 days ago when it started. It's an issue now that I can't Hoopa Hoopa. I want to. I see the ease of my friends doing it, but my physical self, not at this time. I have to do different motions. I have to be cognizant of my muscles. and sarcopenia and not have them deteriorate. I need to move it, or ultimately lose it. So you guys know I do many of these squirrel moments, and some of you were saying, oh, Jerry, you need to start maybe on the book of John. Maybe that's a little easier to digest as opposed to just jumping right into James, You can trust that God, who has formed you, is still doing works in our lives. I wrote a question down here just to think and ponder about. No answers, of course. Just think about it. What are you carrying that you can or cannot call a gift? Are you carrying something that's very heavy in your life? Is it a strained marriage? Maybe your career stuck, or maybe you're like me, you're holding on to your job thinking, here I go again, doggone it. Because this is sensitive to me right now. I feel some sort of worth, as stupid as this is, leaving my house and going to a job. It was hard for me to give up real estate. Oh my word. And here I'm crying over a stupid factory job. As much, I say this word in love, as much hate as I have for the people that I work with that just don't know Jesus. Like-mindedness, I'm going to talk about that later. I still have hope. I feel that I'm that little pager light on somebody's belt in that factory sometimes. I feel like I'm the only light in there. I don't know. Is that a gift? Am I gifting something to somebody? What am I helping somebody with me being there, making valves, for Pete's sake, taking a piece of metal and mixing it up with a piece of rubber to make a valve for a part that goes off to John Deere. I know this is going to sound very weird. Sometimes I pray when I make my parts that I bless the hands of the person that will ultimately touch the part that I'm making. Or even that farmer. I pray beyond borders, like you wouldn't believe. Helping that farmer to grow their crops, to richly and abundantly help their family, help their community, help their nation. Pardon me just a moment. Trusting God and gifts again. Back to that subject. I have to rein in my squirrel moments often. Is it maybe an illness that people have that is a gift? And how can you say you're given a gift of an illness? How can you say, Lord, my body is not responding the way a 41-year-old is responding? I'm doing the same thing as a 41-year-old. What I'm doing isn't mathing. It's not working. What they're doing is working. I give all the glory to that person. I'm there applauding for them. I don't prejudice myself against them and their good things that they're being gifted to. I'm questioning, why is it not working? It used to work years ago. It's not working anymore. What is the lesson in this, God? What is the gift? What do you want me to learn from this? How about prayer that doesn't get answered? Is that a gift? Our doubts, our concerns, our worries? Pardon me a moment. I pray a whole lot of stuff that I don't know what the ultimate thing is that's going to happen because of my prayer. Sometimes people pray and their prayers get answered right away. Sometimes you pray and you pray and you pray. Look at Job and look at all what he had to go through. He was faithful to God. Abraham, killing his own son, wanting to sacrifice his own son. Whew, I don't think I could do that. And I only have a one and only two. But you can't see right now. You can't see what that gift is you're being given. Trial, tribulation, thoughts, the slings, the arrows. Only he knows. He knows what you need. He knows what you want too. All too often that phrase is brought up. God, please give me $1 million. And then God grants them and gives them $1 million. And then they cross the street and they get hit by a car. They got their $1 million. They got their wish. What do we want and what will God give us? He gives to us because he is the Father of light. He creates the light. He's the light that starts the day. He's the light that goes out at night and allows us to sleep. I have friends that are lacking in sleep because of their health conditions. I hear these stories and I pray for these people. I give all the glory to God when and if I get those 8 hours of sleep. And yet, if I come on and start saying, oh, I got 8 hours of sleep, isn't that lovely? And yet my brother, my friend in Christ, he is only getting 3 hours of sleep. He's relying on pain pills or pain shots. He's living in the pain. Is that a gift? God, why are you gifting them with that? What are you teaching them? What are you teaching me? It's teaching me a whole lot of compassion. That's how I roll. I think about the other person always. Yesterday, I had a trying moment on the YouTube with the technology. I'm not good at it, and I realize it. Therefore, I have to have people help me in technology to bring me back up to caliber. Then somebody yesterday, this is so bizarre, somebody yesterday texted me and said, hey, I saw your bread, my egg white bread recipe on YouTube, and asked me, why don't I make it anymore? Egg whites are from animals. I get it. I just had to giggle because I think I remembered that video when I used to take bits and clips with technology and use an app and turn it into a real video. But then I went back and rewatched it again, and it was a hodgepodge too. Years ago, I did. It's funny because right now I'm leaning on the lives. I'm loving the lives. I want to fly by the seat of my pants and just come in and do it. I don't want to do the work. I have to do the work. I have to get back at the work. And maybe that will fill up my gaps in my retirement doing the work, doing the editing. I don't know. Just my thoughts. I have a list that I wrote down of 4 things, but I didn't title it. Why didn't I title it? I don't know. Let me read the list off to you. Take a mental list here and think of this gift, whatever the gift was, and think about it. Why was it not revealed? Number 2, I wrote down anchor onto unchanging character. Anchor onto his unchanging character. Look for the perfect gifts that are being formed and shifted inside the gift that I'm given. Similar to a diamond, how a diamond is made, and the pressure that makes a diamond. That's what I thought of. I wrote that down as a for example. Another thing too, it's hard for a lot of people is thanking God for the things that we cannot explain. I can't explain things. I did a short based on a friend's experience and what my friend is going through for grief. And he can't put it together either. Oh, sure, it's easy for anybody to say the words, I will pray for you. And those of us that go into our, as they call it, the proverbial prayer closet and pray for people and ask God to help the person that's struggling. I'm not struggling and going through the grief that they're experiencing, the grief of having the pain, the grief of not being able to sleep. Sleep is very important. Look at this past week for me, those of you that are watching me and my numbers. My body rebelled yesterday when I ate sardines. Again, this is just me. This is me. And there's a term for it, actually, a histamine response. And the histamine response doesn't always come with canned sardines, just so you know. It can come with Spam, it can come with tuna, it can come with canned ground beef, canned corned beef, anything. All day. This is my empty box that I use as my Kleenex disposal box. I filled up an entire box yesterday of Kleenexes because the waterfalls were happening. God, you've given me the gift. God, you're continuing to give me the gift of losing weight, even though I lost 0.4 pounds compared to last week. It's still something. You've given me a gift, God. You fed me all week. Last month, I was faithful in making a mental decision to focus on prayerfully fasting for our nation, prayerfully and patriotically, ultimately the world, because it's all people, all God's people around the world are affected by prayer, in my opinion. So God's proven faithful to me I can't compare myself to somebody else. When I was fasting and I only lost 21 pounds, but yet that human nature in me said, you know what, Missy? That little D word, the devil on the shoulder. Well, they were eating and they lost 22 pounds. Loser, Jerry. Start eating. Go ahead. Go to Eau Claire. You're passing Culver's. You've done really well in your fasting and lost 21 pounds. Go ahead and have that treat. Have that ice cream. Fling, get away from me, Satan. The power of Christ compels you. I just said that yesterday in a feed, made us all giggle. But it's the truth because I can't listen to that type of nonsense. If Jerry herself stops at Culver's and eats a pint of ice cream, vanilla will be boring and plain. If I have plain, boring vanilla, tomorrow something's going to hurt on me. Right now, I already hurt. Why do I want to throw more hurt on my body by bully for you, Jerry? Go eat that Culver's. It's good. You did great. Don't, no. Megaphone moments. Don't do it. Don't do it. I have to stay the course. I myself am regimented. I have one client that wants me to be a Sergeant Carter with them. This lady wants me to tell her where the bear poops in the buckwheat. If you know, you know. She wants me to be harsh. She'll call me at whatever time. Sometimes I'm working. And if I get her text, I go in the bathroom and text her from my job. I get it. She wants me to pull her off the ceiling. She wants me to get her ship shape up. She wants the Sergeant Carter. Get down and give me 200 push-ups right now. Not exercise, but you know what I mean. She wants me to be tough because that's what she feels she needs. It's actually working for her. 3 months later, the girl is down 32 pounds. It's working for her, doing her keto thing. She loves it. I love her. I want the best for her, but don't be giving me no salad. Do not put any lettuce in these lips. If you know, you know. Whew. So, bringing it around full circle, failure. Was this experience for me for the last 15 days a failure? Or was it a gift from God? My friend Jeannie, who doesn't, I wouldn't peg her as an atheist, but I just adore her dearly and I can't wait to meet her. She says to me, if that doesn't tell you anything yesterday, think about it. You are being told something. I was given a gift. Here's a box of Kleenex. Start wiping and blowing and continue blowing the rest of the day. It's like that old joke from back in the day, the man that's stranded on a desert island. Lord, Lord, send me help. Sends an airplane. Lord, Lord, send me help. Sends a boat. Lord, Lord, send me help. Sends the Marines. The Marines come pick him up, say, how long were you over here? What were you doing? And he was saying, I was just praying to the Lord for help. God's like, thump, thump in the brain. I sent you an airplane. I sent you a boat. I sent you a Marine. Wake up and put away the sardines, Jerry, just for right now. So I'm going into the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Bit radical for me. It's hard to admit that to people on the screen, but that's what I have to do. It was causing me so much stress, those numbers. getting up, getting the numbers, trying to get to sleep. Hurry up, I got to eat. It's this time and that. Way too much stress in addition to all the other influences of my life and all the gifts that God has put under my tree. God, thank you for all these gifts. Thump. That moment, I got it. Whew. What if I am not enough? James 1, 2 through 4. Count it all joy, my brethren, when you meet various trials, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. Like my friend Sharon, steadfast. I always think of her when I read this. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. This is fabulous. I'm eating this month. I've been eating for the last 15 days. I haven't eaten yet. I was going to eat earlier. I got sidetracked per usual. After this video, I'm going to eat breakfast. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Stick to the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Not crazy amounts of butter. I'm not going to be chomping on a stick. I'm not going to carry a stick to work with me. None of that shenanigans. I'm going to eat the natural fat that God provided to me in bacon. I cook with a tablespoon of butter. Generally speaking, 4 eggs. The fat that's in the yolk, that's part of the fat. Not adding fat into my coffee. I still have my plain coffee, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and coffee. Turning to Matthew 5:48. Come on, Maddie. Matthew 5:48. I think about the Sermon on the Mount so much. I've read that so much so far doing this summer series that I've done. Where was I? Matthew 5:48. Matthew 5. Why didn't I bring the cheaters? Again, I ask you guys, why am I not bringing my cheaters? 5:48. Where are you? 45, 43, 46, 47, 48. You, therefore, must be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. When I read that, after reading the Sermon on the Mount, which is before that in Matthew, there was a time I wanted to be perfect for everything. Every angel egg that I made had to have the most perfect swirl. Every cream puff that comes out of my kitchen had to look like it came out of the state fair in southeastern Wisconsin, at the state fair of Wisconsin. Everything had to be perfect. My hair had to be perfect. My clothes had to be perfect. I have succumbed to not having perfection with this diet. I surrender. I surrender all to you, God. I do. Be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. Romans 3, verse 23. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Ephesians 2, 8 and 9. It is a gift from God. He took the punishment that we deserved. Surrender to receive the gift. I have to surrender. Give up the sardines. Here we go. Surrender. White flag moment. Give up the sardines. Give me the good gifts. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. That is a gift. Let me tell you. If we are to be free, we need to be a slave. Only one master to bring about freedom. It's all about surrender, in my opinion, for me. Sounds like losing, doesn't it? It sounds like, oh, surrender, I'm done, I lost, here's the white flag. Nope, I'm trusting and I'm obeying that my heart is going to reveal who I am through this. I call it a DBR. It's not the person. It's the ratio and the math that was confusing me. If you guys know me, if anybody's of my high school friends are watching me, they know Jerry was not a lightning bolt of knowledge in math, because I just wasn't. I couldn't be a doctor. I'm too much of a drama queen. Hence what I've decided to do in sales as a career. I was very successful. I wanted to do the medical. I did it for a short period, EMT, until my then husband told me, well, it's AIDS. You're the mother of our child. I want you to stay home, worry about the office and running the business, and don't have to get out into an ambulance. Oh, don't get me wrong. I had to get out into an ambulance when our employees were sick or something came about. I had to stop, pivot, readjust myself, surrender, put on the EMT clothes, and go out there and do whatever I could for a short period of my life. I'm no longer in bondage anymore. I'm no longer in bondage with the math that stressed me from the process of all I thought about was sardines. That's all this girl thought about was sardines and making the numbers. I didn't think about that occasional rare times that I had the beef that I made in the dehydrator and those couple of pieces I did or didn't enjoy, that I ate, that my numbers got all messed up the next day because I ate the beef, because I ate outside of a window that I did to myself. My friend Erin, she looked me in 2 days ago and said, Jerry, why don't you eat at 12 noon, 12:30? I thought for me that was too late. I thought I had to wake up, do my blood, do my numbers, get those numbers, be all disgusted, go downstairs, force myself to eat, force myself to have the fats to try to get my numbers up. I'm not a fan of fats, you guys. I'm just not. I'm not fat phobic, but I have people that I coach that are not keen about fats. I have one lady that's not keen about meats. She grits her teeth every time she has to eat meat. She has to work that out. I have to be her cheerleader. Different scenarios, another squirrel moment. You can't try harder to do more. I can't eat more sardines. I tried that yesterday. I made the sardine bread, thinking that's going to be good. I'm going to try harder. I'm going to eat more sardines. I'm going to have more eggs. So I made a can of sardines into bread. I took a can of sardines and mixed it with 3 eggs and the chosen mayo and the mustard into egg salad and made a sardine and egg salad sandwich. I tried harder. Didn't work. I took one for the team, as my friend Sharon Steadfast told me a week ago. I had to allow God to cast the light on me and shine through me to help others. I'm not poo-pooing the inventor of the process, the person that did the numbers, not at all. Because I have friends that it works for. I applaud them 100%. For me and my crazy, wild lifestyle that I've been enduring this last 2 weeks of this, I gave myself undue stress by eating only sardines and just having that as my blinder. Sardines, sardines, sardines. That's why I'm surrendering and I'm stepping. A doer that acts shall be blessed in his doing. I lived it out. I tried to look for the goodness for this body. I experimented. I tried polar sardines, which were fabulous. Thank you to my friend Brian that told me that about the polar. Didn't give me the sardine burpees. Yesterday, the Costco ones gave me the burpees. Though I looked for the goodness, I was full the rest of the day. I didn't eat anything. I didn't have any more sardines or any more eggs. It really filled me up, my sandwich, while I was eating during my crazy 6-hour lives. Different seasons of our lives, there's going to be changes. I'm 65 right now, and I've experienced many changes in 65 years. I'm going to experience more changes. God's yoke is easy, but his burden is light. I'm going to be closing up very soon right now. I want to continue to surround myself with uplifting people. Oh boy, it's hard to pray for those people that, let's say trolls, that's a blanket statement. The trolls that come on and want to be negative Neds and Nellies that want to downcast you. Part of me, man, I just want to, I'm going to zap them. I'm going to unfriend them. It's just so easy. Get rid of their comment. No, keep their comment. Show the world that it's them that started this shenanigans. It wasn't me. I'm put down a statement of my experience. And if I put down my experience, why I don't do salads, because Jerry doesn't want to sit in the restroom for an entire 12-hour shift because I ate a salad, but my friend loves a good Caesar salad. I used to love Caesar salads too, you guys, and all the bottle dressing, and the homemade is really better though. It really is much better. Worlds difference. But my body can no longer have salads. Their body, go on. You're doing fabulously. Keep on doing it. Keep on keeping on. My inner peace has to not only stay inside, but it has to come outside. I have to be that same light that is God, that what God wants us to be. I am not a God. No, I have to be like God, like him. And the reality of him is he's up there he's in heaven, he's around us, he's in all of his glory. We mere mortals could never achieve that. We are sinners and have fallen short of the glory of God. Yet there he is, like the prodigal son. He's accepting us in. And there's people on the outside going, but Jerry stole a roll of toilet paper from the ABC gas station one time. God, you're letting her in? She's a thief. Cut off her hand. She stole that roll of toilet paper because her nose was running one day and she just stole the toilet paper. She should be cast into hell forever. Shame on Jerry. She did not have the proper filming equipment to do a video. How dare she come on to here with that $HIT and expect us to follow her and do all the recipes and do her thing. How dare we? I don't have time for that anymore. I just don't. I want to choose my people and the people that come into my chats for a reason. I want to be able, like Terry said as I opened up this video, this is my month. I'm grateful, Terry, that you decided to become a member for this month. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But sometimes I hear and I get it. I understand. I comprehend. This may shoot me in the foot with the YouTube people, but it is what it is. I'm not afraid to slap a $20 bill into somebody's hand to get me service right now. If I'm in an airport and I need a wheelchair person to help me and everybody's looking, they're standing by the wheelchairs, I'm raising my $20 bill because I want that help right now. Doesn't make me any better. I'm not saying I'm any better than anybody else. I'm saying I want you to help me right now. I'm not afraid to slip a $20 bill into a card and send it off to somebody as opposed to gifting them with coffee because, or a YouTube, because YouTube takes so much away from the creators. I get it. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for the memberships. Not required, but most grateful for it. So thank you so much to all of the members that have come forth to be able to support me. I appreciate it. I appreciate other creators as well. I appreciate the fact that we don't know, for example, if they're dealing with something in their lives, but yet they're trying to do that 15-minute video and make it perfect and do all the perfect editing. Or here I come with my camera phone and barely get a egg sardine sandwich in frame, and yet am lambasted. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not perfect. I'm just Jerry. I'm just me. I thought about that song. He was St. Francis Assisi. But I was singing the song this morning. I can't sing it. I can only say it because YouTube will strike me like they've done before. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is darkness, only light. Where there is sadness. I'm sure somebody's going to help me in the chat later. Oh, Master, grant that I may never see so much to be consoled as to consoled, to be understood as to understand, to be loved with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is despair, let me bring hope. Where there is doubt, joy. And where there is sadness, everlasting life. I'm sure I got that all mumbo jumbo mixed up, but I was thinking about that song because we sang it as Catholics in our church. Wow, that's it for me in the book of James. It's heavy. It brought me a heavy heart, but it brings me joy. And doing these bring me joy. It was just slightly a hair over an hour, but it brings me joy. I want to be able to turn to the chitters and chatters that have all been talking and say hello to everybody that I have missed while you all were listening and chatting amongst yourselves. I appreciate you. I appreciate the time that you spend with me. Oh, sugar. Come on, Jerry. Get out of here. Apparently, my fingers aren't working and finding. There we go. No wonder I do bad videos. I do love lives. I really love a live. Really, really love lives. Oh, I just saw Kelly's video, which I have to watch later today. Okay, Jerry, view channel. Let's see. Let's see what's going on in the lives. Oh, I see myself. Ooh, that's scary. Oh no, my live chat is different on here than it is on the screen. Ah, sorry about that. See, Jerry, get the technology together, girly. Oh, how come it says starred too? I don't know what that means. Are my moderators starring things I need to see? Maybe. I hope. I don't know. We'll find out. Wendy's here. The feral grandma, she's here. Thank you for being here. You were participating in audience misbehavior. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Terry did online church. I love online church too, Terry. Look at all the things you were doing. Thank you very much for having spent some time with me. I appreciate you. Yeah. Get the torture over with. I know. Menoa. Hi, Menoa. I'm so glad that you came on, darling. I hope you're doing well today. It's cloudy up here, Menoa, and it's warm. So I hope you're doing fine down south in this state. If they can't take James, we could deep dive Job and watch the lightweights. Whoa, yeah, for sure. Oh, that's some heavy duty stuff. Dina, I got you, girl. I got you. There's Amy. Hi, Amy. Getting ready while you get into the pool for a few. Good for you, Amy. You got to get some color. Get that vitamin D, girly. It was friendly, but we were all over the place. Oh, boy. I'm going to bypass here. Terry wrote here that the book of James is basically about acting like you actually believe the stuff you say you believe. That's the vibe. It makes me like Paul better. LOL. Our mouths are tiny, but they can ruin everything sometimes. Right, absolutely. The tongue, small but mighty. I think I talked about that. Definitely knowing that everything is going to work out for God's benefit. Right. It's not always my way. Not always. It should not be my way. I can have the intention I'm going to eat sardines. The reality is histamines hit me hard. That was my Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. Don't worry about it, Amanda. I'm glad that you are here. I am so glad. James is a good book when we feel off center. Yep, it sure does. Amanda saying hi to Dina. How are you this fine Sunday? I am well, my friend. The non-eclipse here. I think we had a sliver of an eclipse because it was still light outside. I didn't dare look up at the sun because, well, you're not supposed to. Shouldn't do it. They do a lights off at the local tourist cave thing. It's small, but it stays in business, right? Absolutely, Terry girl. The demons in your chats keep sending memes. LOL. I have to readjust my tukas right now. Yeah, I sure wish I would have stuck with that hoopa, but when it was causing pain, I said, no, we need to reel it in, Jerry. No, we can't. The first meetup, Adam and Eve cast out of skins. The animals the skins came from would have been sacrificed for their skins. Correct. Absolutely. Angie, hi, welcome, my dear. Hi, Jerry. I'm a little late, but I have my Bible and ready for the Bible study. I'm glad that you are here. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. Oh, Wendy gave me 2 jewels, 100. Thank you so much. Love the jewels. Don't understand them. I give them, but I don't understand them. Again, it's a math thing for me. Anything math related, you guys cannot throw numbers at me. When I meet you in Kalamazoo, I better have a calculator in my pocket in case you guys want to throw numbers at me. Just saying. Yes, I mentioned that to her too. I hope she had a wonderful birthday. I did. Terry, I have to revert to Paul most of the time. The quote in Romans that basically says, I keep doing the stupid stuff I swore I wouldn't do. Girl, I hear you. And yes, Dina is saying she did have a great birthday. Yep, my intentions are holy. I know. I know what you mean. I know what you speak of. I know Brian's here. Brian, did I miss you? How did there you are. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Brian. I talked about you today in my study, Bri. Hi to Bri. Terry Girl says she finds peace in knowing that I'm not dangling with my salvation, no matter how crazy I can be at times. It's solace. Absolutely. I am so glad I am saved. So glad. Oh, Ivy. Hello, Ivy. Welcome, friend. Thanks for popping on my live yesterday, and thank you for coming in today. Brian, hope, love, and our tribe. You are a light, Jerry. Keep shining. Brian, thank you so much for. Debbie told me about it because I don't do Facebook that often. I put that little post down when I was downtrodden. Listen, after that video I did yesterday, I call it hodgepodge. I use the words hodgepodge and shenanigans a lot. And if you know, you know. So that video that I did, boy, you know what was a mess. But I got the point across how to do it. And I will say, I believe you should give it a try. Dina, make it for him. You make it, whatever the case may be. Other people, if you're interested in tuna, try it with tuna. I did not taste any sardine thing. The sardines came up on me, I think, because of the sardines in the egg salad. When I had the sardine bread with my eggs that one morning this past week, Wednesday, I think, it was good. It was just like toast to me. I cut it in half like I did, threw it in toaster, put the butter on it, bit into it, sopped it in. 2 of my eggs were still yolky. Yolk was still juicy. Oh, it was delicious. I'm still gonna make that bread. Sardines or tuna. Maybe I'll even make it with salmon. I will do that again. A can of sardines or can of tuna, 2 eggs, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, whir it up until it's like a chocolate shake, looks like a chocolate shake. Put it in a Pyrex container that looks like the size of a sandwich, 350 degrees in an air fryer for 15 minutes. Perfect. Did not taste like sardines to me. Give it a shot. Please try it at least with anything try it with beef. Give it a shot with beef. What's it going to hurt, right? It won't hurt. Maybe ham. Try it with something else, but I will eat that again. Jerry, maybe that's why God brought you there. You're the light and you shine bright. You might be the only person that sees that day. Maybe, I'll tell you, maybe there were so many Christians when I first got there. So many Christians I worked with. Shoot, maybe one hand of true believers on my shift. Maybe. Oh, Jonathan here. Jonathan became a new member too. Yay! I just saw you pop up in green on my screen. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. You were green on my screen, sir. I appreciate you and welcome. Wendy is saying, feral is a natural state, an animal, person, us, that lives wild, but was the hope of being taken in is feral. Okay, kind of sounds like a woman. If you know, you know. Right, Brian and Jonathan? Just saying. That's something Spanky would say. If you know, you know. Is Spanky here? We'll see. Good explanation, Wendy, it is. Linda McDaniel says, Jesus calls us to be strong and contend for the faith, but carnivore takes it to a whole new level. That's a fact. We get to eat meat and plants. No one should fight over it. That's for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. If salad is what you guys like, anybody likes, don't yuck the yum. Let people do you, as they say, right? Don't they say that you do you? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. For my faith, we do monad prayers. I don't know what a monad prayer is. I'd have to Google that. Gluttony is part of the sin issue. We want to blame it on addictive foods, but it's really our own sin nature eating crap. That's how I used to be with Culver's. That's why I bring them up often. It was nothing for me to stop at Culver's. I could hide the evidence. I could take that Culver's container, go to Quick Trip gas station, dispose it in the garbage, and Jack would not know. You think he smells my breath for Culver's? Some people smell their spouse's breath for alcohol. Nobody smells their spouse's breath for Culver's custard. Jerry, keep planting the seeds. I am so blessed to have found you too, Angie. So many blessed, wonderful people in here. So many. I'm never going to catch up on the chat. You know it. I need to hurry up. Hurry, Jerry. The gift is you, friend. Thank you so much. God has you there for a reason. Well, I thank you so much, Dina. And I'm thankful that Brian told me your pronunciation of your name because I kept calling you Deanna. Dina. Dean. Dean. Brian, I hope the Sunday is going to be amazing. And how is your sardine fast going, Brian? Good. Here he goes. Here's his answer. I finished yesterday at 12, starting a 7-day sardine and egg fast. Starting at 2 p.m. today with Anita Breeze. Ooh, fabulous. I just love Anita's channel. I have been with Anita from the jump since her entire journey. And I've seen her amazing woman she is. And that cookbook that she'll be coming up with. I can't wait. My guess is not many people in the chat have their Bibles open to James in front of them right now. Yeah, I wonder how Amy's fast was. Be thankful, fill in the gaps, clean under the dryer. Yeah, I saw all the things you were doing, Wendy. I saw it all. I saw all the things. Trying to get rid of the usuals, LOL. I'm happy I'm with my friends, and we are happy we have you. It did, didn't it, though? I can't imagine moving my washing machine. No. Oh, isn't that sweet? Loki is a sacrificial lamb. Finding $100 bill. Nice. Bonus. Bravo. Jerry, give me her number. LOL. Every one of us is different, and I know you know that, Jerry. True that. I do understand what you're saying, though, that we are hardest on ourselves. Yeah, I'm super hard on myself. Super hard. That's when we say, not today, Satan. You are not winning. Well, hi, retired Rick. Welcome. I'm so glad that you popped on here, sir. Glad to see you. Everybody saying hi to retired Rick. Hello, not today, Satan, and tomorrow's not looking good either. Hey, I'm out of the pool now. Oh, there's a storm coming. Oh, sugar. No storms. I bind that storm in Jesus' name. Amy, get out of here. Yeah, the stress is what gets me poured up. You too. I know. It's me. It's my stress. It's the stress of going to that stupid doctor. Not a stupid doctor. But when he's throwing his doctorate around, telling me to go get a pain shot on a hip, that it may be referral pain, I call Bolshevik on him. If you know, you know. The Marines are pretty handy, a little much sometimes, but you gotta love them. Yes. Oh, kicked out of the pool by thunder. How about 2 pounds of dehydrated bacon? That's what I have in my dehydrator right now, Rick. I don't think I'm going to eat 2 pounds of it, though I could probably do a good 3/4 of a pound. I betcha. Sometimes I don't hear when God whispers. He usually has to shout, LOL. Yeah, throw something right at me, God. Just throw something at me. Okay, gotta step away. Thank you so much. She isn't engaged with us right now. Hopefully, all the chat will be available when she's finished with her ego. Yeah. Well, at least you didn't put a poop signal down, and you know what I mean. You know what I mean. If you know, you know. You saw my Facebook post. I've been doing carnivore and keto. It's working for me. Good for you. That's fabulous. That's how I started. I started keto. I used to love salads. I ate a bunch of salads. I did all the things. We do love our Marine veterans here. Yes, we do. Okay. Perfect is overrated, said Linda. True. Angie says it all the time. Marines put meaning into the adage, sit with the warriors. The conversation is different. True. George says that a lot. Our little friend George. Hey, look who's here. Kelly with an I. Kelly with an I. Kelly, I surrender all to a beloved Jesus. I surrender all. Yes, Kelly. Yes, indeed. I'm late. Hey, everybody. That's okay. Because I know I'm up against carnivore school. People go there for the knowledge. They come here for the jokes. Well, first the Bible stuff, and then they stick around for the jokes. But trying to keep up with the chats is crazy. Drama queen is why that guy Frank on Barb's last night called me Gary Poppins. Right. We had, you guys that are in the chat that are never on Barbara's channel. We had a guy on Barbara's channel from Netherlands, I believe. And he was enthralled with me. He said very nice things about Cherry Girl. I mean, he was doing a winking and a blinking at her too. But he did call me Gary Poppins. He said nice things, but I think he was just a bit tipsy, and I don't know if he was smoking things that are legal in the Netherlands. There you go. I said it. And yes, he did keep calling her Gary, not Jerry. It was funny. It was. That's like when I get on the text instead of type, and I say, hi, Brian. Before I start, I have to say Bryan. By the way, how is your, and then give the rest of the message, because if I am talking and you see Brian, knowing full well I'm talking to Bryan, Dina's husband, you know I'm talking and not typing. Jonathan, thank you. Thank you very much for a member. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. Hey, same here. I struggle with fats. Oh, I know. I struggle with them. I need them. I know this is too much information. I'm going to talk about poop in 3, 2, 1. Don't listen. It's been 5 days. I have not pooped in 5 days. Shouldn't I be pooping on sardines and having spare amounts of fat? I'm not hating fat, but I don't need fat. All I need is a little fat to be able to cook things, but I'm looking forward to pooping during beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Yay. Okay, everybody listen now. Continue on. Did you have a good dinner? Wendy is asking Jonathan. Good. That sounds good too. I am going to have eggs and bacon. That I am having because I'm smelling it right now. Okay, Sharon says, honestly, guys, how is this different than taking statins or eating Oreos to manipulate the numbers? Yeah, exactly. The voice of reason right here, ladies and gentlemen, Sharon. Eat meat at noon, sleep at midnight, test at 6 a.m. or eat by 6 p.m., sleep at 6 a.m. and test at 6 p.m. Absolutely true. I could not find my right numbers, but my struggle was the week before last when I first started it. And I was working the 12-hour shifts starting at 10 in the morning and trying to shove my face full of food before I got to work at 10 in the morning, and then I'm not eating when I get home at 10 at night, not trying to eat at work. I was just insane the week before last with 12-hour days. It was awful. It was awful, awful. Angie says, I had bacon with some very hard Parmesan cheese. It did not spike my blood glucose, and for that I am grateful. Thank God for all of you too. Excellent. And easy yolk is even easier if you take the time to make sure you're equally yoked before you jump in. Words of wisdom right here from Miss Wendy. Absolutely. Dina says, gotta go. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. I thank you for coming on. I don't know how much of this chit chat is left, but I got to kick it in high gear. Rick is probably timing me. Come on, Jerry, do something better. I think I'm with Dustin on this one as far as eating a salad. I've tested this. I had IBS and it disappeared on carnivore. But when we reintroduce it, we react because our gut isn't used to it. Right. I would be in the bathroom. Have a good day, Dina. Where I don't plan on eating a ginormous salad ever again, but bites here and there aren't a shock to the gut as it was in the beginning. I just, spending all that time in the bathroom and the aroma, shall we say, it does make sense. It does make sense. Terry Girl agrees. Good. Terry Girl. Vegetarians have a hard time adding meat back in. Same concept. I get it. Reverse. True that. Jonathan saying to Wendy, dinner is an hour or so. That probably means it's going to be now because I've been rambling on. Hey, I John Together Strong. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope your eyes are doing well. Everybody, please send positive prayers, thoughts, and consideration for our friend John. He had his eye surgery. So we're glad that you're here. It's just a matter of healing time right now for you, John. We're very glad that you're here. Thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. The words of that song that I said, make me a channel of your peace. I love that song too. Thank you, Jerry. There's so much light, life, and love found in his word. Absolutely, Maria. Thank you so much for coming on, my darling. I appreciate you. So I want to encourage everybody to read the Bible every day, and if possible, to read it throughout the year. God bless you all. Thank you, Maria. I will agree with your statement. Absolutely. Sometimes, y'all, more times than not, I just pick up the word and read right then and there, wherever my eyes land. A couple days ago, I started right from the jump, right from Genesis. Debbie, hi, Debbie. Hi, how are you? Did you finally just wake up after the big marathon talk we were on with Barbara? I think I was on for 4 hours before I finally went to bed, I think. Because it was after 12:45. Yeah, it was for me. Yeah, and then I woke up today at 10 minutes to 8. One day the harvest will come, and you'll rejoice in the good that grew from your efforts, bringing in the sheaves, so to speak. Absolutely. Absolutely. Diana's here. Hi, Diana. Been there listening. Hi, Jerry. What a blessed day to all. Blessings to you too. Blessings to your friend and his loss. Absolutely. Absolutely. That weighed real heavy on my heart. Real heavy. How can you say how can one just experience? What do you say to somebody? I'm grieving with you. I'm grateful that you are here. And what's God's reasoning? Is it because they have something to do? I don't know. I don't want to say too many words. I just want his will to be done, God's will to be done. I just do lots of hellos and more hellos. Angie, I sometimes need that sign that says, God, place one hand on my shoulder and one hand over my mouth. Yeah, absolutely. Mason, hello. Hi, how are you? How are you? Frank is going live in an hour, y'all. Frank? What? No, I have not subscribed to his channel. Oh, no. Oh, no. Right back at you, buddy, says John. Good to see you, Mason. He might show up here. I told him you're live. Really? Oh, let's see. I haven't seen him, but I'm trying to go over all the chats. You're making me hungry. That's because I was talking about sardines. Here's Jonathan, my new YouTube member. I thank you so much. And I thank Wendy for the jewels. Too many typos. I do the same thing. I barely type. George is here. George, did you even get any sleep, George? Well, I'm guessing 5 hours. You came late to Barbara's, but I saw in the chat that you said you were up and listening. So please, George, get some rest. Get some rest. Tomorrow is coming. Right now, it's evening for you, George, you and Jonathan. Get plenty of rest, George. Can anybody help me? I'm lost in the middle of the forest again. I'm in my basement. I'm lost in the basement, George. Love George so much. Do you guys realize it's going to be 2 weeks and 5 or 4 days before I get to meet him? I was a member before, but I got demembered. How does that happen? It happened to me too. Same. It happened to me with other channels. Same thing, Jonathan. I personally don't demember I don't demember anybody. I don't know how that happens. I don't get it. I don't know. Mason says, hello, I want to speak to sometime over severe pain and exercises in carnivore. Nobody has a clue for me. 1 year of asking different people. So she quit trying to find help. Absolutely, Mason. I can tell you that I am going to be proudly being coached by Jonathan next month, because here's my new revelation, boys and girls and friends from all around the globe. I don't believe it will be in my physical body's best interest to continue my 40-day fasting. The annual one, the one I have coined the Jesus fast. Sarcopenia is the reason why. This thing with the back, this thing with the hip, the hoopa that I've been doing that just is not working. Nothing to do with the diet. Nothing. Muscle. That's why I don't want to look like Kimberly, that young lady that was on Rick's show, the super muscle lady, beautiful girl. And Lord only knows, Jonathan's in his 30s, young man. He's a man. I'm an old woman. I have more skin. I don't want to be a bodybuilder, but I want to not have sarcopenia. Jonathan understands. Sorry, I missed most of your live, George. Oh, I know, he was on Carnivore School today. Hey, Juliet. Sure, you'll find my links in the consultation section of my website, linked below on my videos. How did I miss Juliet? Did I miss Juliet? How did I miss her? Juliet, I'm sorry if I missed you. I'm sorry, Juliet, if I missed you. So sorry. Good interview, George. Yeah, George is fabulous. When he's on interviews, he's very good. George, our world representative of the carnivore community. Just saying. There's the bar. Here's George. You don't see the bar anymore, do you? That's right, because it's way up there where you can't see. That's where George is. Yay. My name is still Jonathan. Please stop calling me my dead grandfather's name to antagonize me. Who called you John? I don't know. I wasn't watching it. Hello, John. I think she's referring to John Together Strong. That's what I think. I think if people are saying John, they're referring to John Together Strong. Because in my text, Jonathan, even when I talk to text, it spells out Jonathan. It may have a small J in it. Nevertheless, it doesn't do JOHNATHAN, which I think is a wrong spelling of Jonathan. I think that must have been a mistake. LOL, George, I hope I didn't miss much. Yep, I have to do that later. Watch that one. I'm thinking that sugar actually creates the noisy demons in our tummy gremlin and tons of other parasites under a microscope. Yeah, I know. I want none of that. I want none of the disgusting things. No. Dismembered better than dismembered. Good point. I get it. Jonathan, nothing you don't already know. Yeah, Diana, I had to think twice before typing that. I am not. Ask my friend Sharon if I know about the English language. She will clearly tell you that I screw up the English language more often than not. Oh, joy. Someone didn't clean whatever they made a mess of the microwave. Now it's all over the bottom of my plate. Oh, no. Pants, everything on your hands. I have been there. The husband puts the dog food in the microwave and does the same thing, Wendy. It's despicable. 29 are still watching. Wow, Lynn. Wow. Oh, Frank just told me to tell everybody. He says, hi. Well, hi, Frank. Tell Frank, Ivy, that Gary, otherwise known as Geri, just Jerry, that's me, says hello back to him. Semper Fi, Wendy. Oh, it's thundering where Rick is, and that would be Illinois. Aaron, the carnivore guy. Hi there. I'm glad you could make it, sir. Thank you so much. All the carnivore school people are now filing into Jerry, just Jerry. He says he wasn't smoking weed, but he does have a hangover today. Yeah, that's true. Terry scares me. Terry's so funny. Brian, you're funny. You crack me up. You and CB just kill me. So far, so good. I hope you all have a good weekend. Bri, LOL. Why? Terry, because you run with Jeannie. And some people run with scissors too, Brian. Running with the Barb crowd. Angie, 6 pounds of chuck roast in the slow cooker. Ooh, yum. Terry, ask Jerry if she can see me. I can see you. I'm on a block accidentally from a fellow subscriber, not Jerry. No, I didn't block you. Making sure she sees me thinks. No, I see you. I think I even said hello to you earlier. I'm way behind. Like Terry says, I'm way behind. Yep, it's Jeannie's fault. I blame Jeannie too. I can't wait to meet her and just hug her neck too. Terry, that won't hold up in a court of law. Jerry, can you see Mason? She was accidentally blocked. Can you fix it? No, she's not blocked on my channel. Not at all. I can see her and I've responded to her. I see you, Mason. Terry girl sees Mason too. Everybody sees her. I see her. I see Sandy. Who did that? What was that? On Romper Room? Do you guys remember that? The Romper Room lady with the clear thing. She'd go, I see Mason and I see Lynn and I see Rick. All the things. Jerry can't when I'm blocked. Weird. I don't know. I can't answer that question because I see you and I can tell you you are not blocked. That's a fact. John Together Strong said JOHN. JTS, some people call him, took my eye drops about a half hour ago and they wear me out. So I'm going to lay down. Have a good day too, John. Thank you so much. Rest well, JTS, says Sandy. Rest well. We definitely are sending prayers for you for sure. Terry, maybe more IT classes for Jerry. LOL. Oh boy, that's what set me on fire last night. Where'd she go? Who? Me? I don't know. Alicia. I'm sure we all need lessons on IT every darn day. It changes so rapidly. Absolutely. If you look back at any of my old videos, those were really bad. They were more edited because I use editing software. I don't like that anymore. I was saying to read the Bible all the way through every year. Absolutely. Absolutely, Maria. And didn't you learn your lesson last time, Alicia? Just saying. Thank you, Sharon. It's only 3 to 4 chapters a day. Easy breezy. Easy breezy. And sometimes I can get so engrossed in reading when I do it. Yeah. Maria, I need to do that again. I've only read through once. It's amazing when I read a scripture again. I'm like, wait, I didn't remember that one. Or in the same way, true. You can download it as well. I find, and this is just me, Maria, I'm not downplaying that because it's just me. Sometimes I don't listen completely to the downloaded Bible version as I do what I absorb from the written word. That's my opinion. No hoops. No, not for this girl. No. I know, Amy, me too. I am so excited. Yes, I've done the Bible reading plans and I've read the whole thing 4 or 5 times now, says Lynn. Fabulous. It's important to read the Bible, says Terry, right? Yep. The way you know when you see a Christian movie with a false, right? You are so right. Yep, that's a fact. Not a joke. It's a fact. Yep, some person's joke is another person's you stab me in the heart kind of thing. Just saying. The U version and the Blue Letter Bible apps are good. I don't think Juliet is here. She's gone to a party. George, yesterday I spoke as though I was an English woman, kind of like Mary Poppins, if you will, to our friend Frank. Did you know about friend Frank that showed up yesterday on Barbara's chat? Yes, and when I was speaking like Mary Poppins, Julia Andrews, the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Yes, I was. Jeannie looked at me and she started cracking up, George. One of those little known talents that I do. I can't go to England. I can't, because then I would come back to the United States speaking the dialect. And then I'd blow people's minds for sure. That's why I didn't get a hoopa hoopa. I don't typically have pain, but I have narrowing. Ditto. Repeating twisting will flare me. That's exactly what happened. Even though those little slight motions, and then I was getting cocky, and that's when things are all messed up. Yeah, absolutely. Frank is going live at 3. Oh, well, so is Kelly, and I have to be there for Kelly. Hi, Vicky. Hi, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vicky. Happy birthday to you. And many more, so many more, Vicky. Happy birthday to you. Yay. 62, you're younger than me, girly. Yeah. Let's be nice to Jerry and give her love. I struggle with it too, and it's my job. Yeah. Thanks, Amy. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, Debbie, that sounds good. Right now, this I don't know, click in the back, this issue that I have. I don't know. IT, yes. Happy birthday, Vicky. I finally figured out how to turn on my computer. I'm doing good at IT now. LOL. Brian, comedic relief right on time. Perfect. Though I'm probably way back. Although she jokes about it's all in fun, everybody loves her. Everybody loves Raymond. Nobody loves Jerry. Happy birthday to you. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going. I'm still going. Bravo, Brian. There's some odd prophecies later in the Old Testament that will make you lose sleep. Right. What is Frank's channel? I don't know. Wow. Is that Jerry or Audrey Hepburn hijacked her channel? No, Audrey Hepburn. She has dark hair, George. I have gray hair. White. You're very welcome. Happy birthday to you. I love her too. Me too. Your favorite actress is your kitty's name. I remember that. Yes. Frank's case analysis Terry. I hope I can remember that, Sandy. I hope I can. I hope I can. I hope I can. I hope I can. Wendy, more stars. Thank you, Wendy. Look at all the jewels. Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel so adorned in the jewels. I love it. Slow morning. I only have 1,365 steps. Well, that's 1,360 steps more than me. Just saying, I might be exaggerating a little bit. Jesus, take the wheel and throw me outside into the garden. There we go. And there's Amy. She has been a member for 5 months. Yay! Yay, Amy. Thank you to all the members. Thank you to Terry Sue, just became a new member. Jonathan, who was a member that was, what did they say, dismembered? That's the wrong word. Demembered. That's the right word. Demembered by I don't know who. Whoever blocked Mason, I don't know how that happened. I don't know. I didn't block her. We were reading her. I don't get it, but it is what it is. Just saying. Thank you so much to everybody. Yay, Amy, Brian saying yay, woo, woo, Amy. Slacker Cherry, says Diana. Oh, there we are. YouTube Frank's case analysis. Okay, hang on 1 second, Maria, because I have to go on my cell phone. On here, it doesn't do it. So I have to poke it in Frank's. I appreciate you, Maria. You are good. Let me be Frank. I like it. I just subscribed to him. Excellent. Thank you so much, Maria. Girl, you and Lynn are blessings to me. I'm telling you guys. And the other moderators that are there too, they're blessings. You guys are very helpful to me, and I appreciate your positiveness, you moderators. Thank you. I'm still working on getting enough subscribers to do memberships. How many do you have? Because, Ivy, if you can, oh shoot, you can't post your channel, rats. Post it down with the name of your channel like you did for Frank's channel. Give us the name of your channel, and then if y'all are not subscribed to Ivy's channel, please subscribe so that she can do memberships herself. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sandy, for saying thank you to Maria. And that's it. 1 hour and 48 minutes. Wow. My channel is my name. There we go. I appreciate you. Okay, here we go. YouTube, there it is. Let me pull it up on my screen. Oh, Sharon posted it down. Sharon did that too. Look at you guys are so good. Maria and Sharon, you guys are right on time. Okay, I have to do this. Hit the YouTube. I am subscribed here. Here's Ivy's channel. Right here. It's as she says her name. And if you notice, I'm subscribed. And it says right now here that you have 109 videos, 89 subscribers. So I think it takes 100, or am I wrong? I don't know. It's been a while. 100 subscribers, or is it 1,000 subscribers to get memberships? I don't know. I just myself hit the hours this past year myself to be able to be second level monetized. But we will get you. We will get you there. Just keep going to all of the lives. Go on Barbara's and then do a fire hydrant on Barbara's every day, like Donna Ray does. She puts fire hydrants, and then that way it gets you out there with the community so that people can click on you. Barbara allows it. I know Amy allows it too. Other people, you guys are going to have to help me do that. I don't know, but let me know. Let me know. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Mason says, I accidentally blocked someone once. Easy, accidental, no big deal. I have to be cognizant of when I hit my screen on my cell phone, and then I hit a message, and then it says blocked, and I'm, I blocked the message. How did that happen? Because of my fat fingers and because YouTube scrolls a lot. I've done that on Amy's by accident too. Amy knows it, but I had to go back in and redo what I messed up with my big fat fingers. You're very welcome. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate you. Diana says, bye, Jerry and all. See you later, grandmas. You know we will be there. Thank you, Sharon and Amy. You guys are so good. I want to be a moderator so I can channel Jeannie, LOL. Let me find you. I have to think about this, Brian. I think. Okay, hang on 1 second. Go to add as moderator. Standard moderator. Okay, check it out, Brian. You are a standard moderator. Oh, shoot. I made you a mod. I gave you a shield, Brian. There you go. You and Jeannie. You guys can go at it with all bad guys. Hi, Maria. My biggest fan. Absolutely. She sure is. Just subscribe to Ivy. Yay, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. Another super moderator. Well, you, Thomas, and Rick. Oh, Thomas does it too. Okay, excellent. And Rick does it too. I know Rick has to post it because he isn't a moderator. He's himself. And he can do that. Yeah, he can. You're right. And Sandy, thank you so much. Just subscribe to Frank. And I didn't even know what I subscribed to. He was a guy that was on the channel yesterday, Barbara's channel, that had the hots for Terry. Then he had the hots for me. He was calling me Gary. And then we were all looking around, looking for No Slow, right? Because Gary is No Slow. But he was reading my name as Gary instead of Jerry, or maybe mispronouncing it because I have a problem with words. The English language is very hard for me, isn't it, Sharon? Hugs and kisses, you guys. Totally. Lynn, go watch Grandma's live from last night. It was hysterical. It really was. Totally funny. He did get us last night. Oh, what a night. It was fun at Barbara's Crochet Channel. LOL, Brian. Thanks, Andy. Last night's live, so funny. That wasn't a good move, LOL. You got a wrench. I gave you a wrench. Don't make me hit you with that wrench now. I remember the shocking Juliet blocks Amy incident. Oh, how we laughed. It was soon fixed. Right. Didn't Peter do that too? Peter on Mitch's channel? Something happened where Peter was unmoderated when Mitch unmoderated. I don't know, but now Barry is the moderator. Ellen was a moderator too at one point in time. Now you can be a troll whacker, Brian. Whack. Get him. Go get him. Will sub to Ivy. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you. I'm liking your recipes, Aaron. I'm liking them. I like them very simple. I have to giggle because your house sounds like my house with the dog, like this, with their toenails on the floor. That's completely the sound of my house. So I do. See this room right here? I hope I'm pointing to the right room. The room behind me. That's my laundry room. That's where I do a lot of my cooking, in the laundry room, because of the dogs, because of the husband, because of UPS and Amazon that deliver, and my big mouth German shepherds that can't shut up. I have to do it down here. But that's just me, just saying. Ivy, when are you going to plan a meetup at your property? I would come. Excellent. Good morning, Deb, says Terry. I can kick off Aaron. LOL. You can kick off anybody. I don't know if you can kick off people. That I don't know. I don't know if I can kick people off. I don't know. If I kick people off, it's because it's an accident. Now, what is his name? The Spud guy. Every name under the Spud sun, he's been blocked from me. Absolutely. YouTube kind of is a dating site. Haha. Speaking for myself. Yeah. Did I tell you about the dream I had, Lynn? About a wedding? Yeah. I'm just saying. Just saying. I don't have a crystal ball and I don't believe in that stuff. That stuff. If you know, you know. Hi, Debbie. LOL. I accidentally blocked Jonathan. I thought I'd never live it down. Yikes. It happened. The finger. I'm blaming the fat finger that I have when I'm a moderator on people's channel. Bam. Thank you. You're welcome. You are welcome. Mitch blocks all of his friends. LOL. Yes, they need trims. My dogs just need to be outside when I do cooking. But then they're outside. Then we have Squeaky that cries and Ladybug that barks. So it's just easier for me to haul the stuff down here and do a cooking demo in the laundry room. That's why Terry makes fun of me. With love, she makes fun of me. She does. We had all kinds of crazy last night, from Frank to tornadoes to General. We sure did. We just had a ball. We had a ball. Look at that. Sure, it's got it right there. Where do you live, Ivy? She lives in Missouri. If she's not answering, I know she will. That picture will go everywhere. Meetup actually planned this weekend, Friday till Sunday. Afternoon potluck, camping, swimming, fishing, swimming, hiking, and grounding at Ivy's place, which I believe is in Missouri, kind of close to Kelly. Too late, Aaron. You already showed everybody. LOL. 3 tornado warnings on Barb's last night. I thought it was just 2. She kept going to the tub with baby. It was a feral evening. I just thought it was 2. Man, did you see her? She swooped, got up out of that chair so fast and flew. I can't even get up out of my chair that fast and fly. Just saying, it was good. I had to leave, watch Grandma with the Frank guy, and come back. Oh my Lanta, too funny. It was funny. It was funny when I was speaking English, as in proper English from England, when I was using when I was talking like Georgia lady. If you know, you know. Southeast Missouri, rebuilding a ghost town of Club. It got wiped off the map by arson in the 60s during Mad Max Pioneer Co-op Carnivore. Wow. LOL, it was a crazy night, wasn't it, Sandy? Mods can hide a comment from a channel owner to decide on it. And yes, Jerry, you can invite them to go play elsewhere. Really? Oh, I have to try that. But I don't want to do that right now. Okay, hang on one second. Barb can move fast when the wind is blowing for sure. That Frank guy was high or wasted. Yeah, I think he was definitely drinking. Whatever he was drinking, I couldn't see what the can was. At first, I thought it was Monster. It looked like the black can. But I thought then he said beer. He said the beer word. So I don't know. True that, Aaron. Oh, Ivy, I can't make it this weekend. I need a little more notice. How was your chicken wing party, Amy? Your friends that came over for the chicken wings. Adrenaline saves people's lives regularly. I know, because you hear those stories. For example, the dog is stuck underneath the car, and then adrenaline of the owner clicks in. The owner comes, picks up the car, dog gets out of under the car, and it's a thing. I hear you. I've heard those stories. 100%, Aaron. Yes, Wendy. He kept rolling cigarettes, but I think it was weed. I thought so too. Maybe Guinness. Is Guinness a black can? I don't know. He was from, where did I say? Netherlands. That's what he said. Netherlands. I need to start hanging out over at Grandma's. I'm missing all the fun. It's a stitch. It's funny. It gets progressively funnier as the night goes on, but none of us are drinkers. None of us. The problem I have is staying up too late. Well, I've had staying up too late and then not getting a full night's sleep and waking up with that kind of a headachy, foggy feeling. That's what I get sometimes, not all the time. Ivy says they're every month, Amy, hoping to do every weekend for the local soon. Interesting. Grandma's After Dark. It is the place to be. Sharon is saying to Lynn that she pops in frequently, but it can get a bit jaded at times. It also screws with my sleep. Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, sometimes I watch reruns in the morning. I know that John Beatty does too. John Beatty, the next morning, he turns on and he listens to the reruns as he's doing his activities of daily living, breakfast, all things drawing, whatever John does. Barb's channel is fun, but I have to sleep better. Absolutely. Me too. My priority must be sleep. The older I'm getting, and well, now that I'm into beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, I think it'll be better. We're keeping our fingers crossed. Now, 91 subscribers. Thank you, everyone. Yay! Woo, woo, woo. I get so tired at Barb's. It's so hard some nights, yet it's so fun at the same time. Right. The fun keeps me going. Generally speaking, 12:30 is my cutoff time in which George typically comes on. So it may look as though I'm leaving to avoid George, and that's definitely not the case. I'm leaving because my body was tired. Now, yesterday I want to say it was 12:44 that I realized George wasn't in, and then George popped in the chat, and then I made a comment that George is in the chat, and George says he was listening for an hour. All that to say is I finally fell asleep after 1 o'clock in the morning and woke up at 10 minutes to 8. We ended at 4 a.m. Wow, Debbie. Wow. Hi, Kelly. Good afternoon. Kelly, it's 58 minutes to Kelly time. 58 minutes. I'm going to eat some bacon and some eggs, Kelly, and be there for your live. Not be there. I'll be here, but I'll be there for you, Kelly. Absolutely. Everybody say hi to Kelly. Hi, 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 hi. Debbie, were you there the whole time? That's awesome. She's the co-host on Saturdays. Yes, she was. It's good. It's so fun. It is fun. I'm missing a lot. I miss, as in miss, like, missing friends. Like, what is her name? Well, why can't I think of her name? I saw her yesterday pop up early in Barbara's. Anna, Strange Animal. I saw her, and then I came on the chat after doing my incidental stuff, and then she was gone. Like, oh, I'm missing her. I haven't seen her in a while. I like her. She's a nice lady, as is many people on that channel. Deb, you're a good co-host for Barb. Absolutely. Lots of endurance. Debbie can keep up with the chats now, as opposed to me, who cannot. I just can't. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close because I have to eat. Thank you all so much for coming on today. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening to my finale of the book of James. I'm thinking about Corinthians, but that's just my Sunday thoughts right now. I think Corinthians is going to be softer than James, but that's just what I'm thinking. So thank you all for coming on, watching, listening. She sure is watching, listening. Hit the like on the way out. Thank you, Maria. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Wendy, thank you for the jewels. Jonathan, thank you for your new membership. Terry Girl, thank you for your new membership. I appreciate the new members. Amy, in kind, I thank you for your 4 months of membership. Very grateful for that. I thank everybody that's a member right now. I didn't memorize the member list, but nevertheless, I'm grateful for all the members. I think if I look down, I can see the colored names are members. So Brian's a member. He's also a wrench. I gave him a wrench. bop him on the head. Thank you, Brian. Thank you to Maria. Thank you to Sharon. Thank you to Lynn. All these moderators. Thank you to Kelly. Moderators or members, not sure. I think they're when it's Ivy, she's colored. You don't see her as colored on the screen, but she's green here. So thank you, Ivy, for memberships, and thank you all the moderators. Thank you all the chitters and chatters. Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate every time you engage. I think, okay, Maria, the super moderator right now. I think it's green or blue with the star and their members. Thank you so much. If it has a shield, it's just a moderator. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Words of wisdom. Everybody's saying goodbye, goodbye. See y'all later. We'll be at Barb's. Well, I'm going to be at Kelly's. Wendy's out of eggs, but she's got bacon anyway, and she's going to have steak for later. Fabulous. Ivy says, whoa, why only 9 likes? I don't know. Thanks, Ivy, for throwing that out there. I appreciate you. I love when Debbie reads my stuff and starts laughing. Makes my night. Me too. Me too. Did I miss anybody? I know I hit up everybody. That I know. So thank you all. Anybody who lives near the Rio Grande Valley, I have extra eggs. There you go. Right. If anybody lives there, go to Maria's house. Oh, she's got 200 eggs in the last 7 days. Yay, yay, chickens. Go chickens. Go chickens. It's your birthday, as in literal birth. You're birthing all the chicken eggs. Thank you, everybody. Hugs and kisses. Best wishes. I will see you as the week progresses. I'm still going to do the blood pricks. I'm going to do the ketones. No, you're going to see me doing ketone readings because I'm stopping the sardines to do beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for the rest of this month. Come September, it's going to be a Jonathan training month. Should be interesting because I meet in the beginning of the month. That's when I'm meeting everybody down in Michigan. Looking forward to that so much. Can you ship me some fertilized ones? Sorry about the caps. Nope, don't worry about it. I only have a tiny rooster in the coop with them. His name is Digger. Digger the dog. I knew a neighbor that had a dog named Digger the dog. I'm rambling now. I'm out of control. Good afternoon, everybody. See you at Kelly's and at Barb's later. I got some eggs on a plate that's calling my names. He's a Cuban rooster. I'm going to go check out Frank's live and see what it's about. Excellent. Digger has been busy, Maria. Toodles, everybody. Hugs and kisses. Best wishes. Thank you. Like me on the way out. Ta-ta. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thanks, Jerry. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Bye.